ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption. Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival. Eradicated. Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
This fat motherfucker. And you missed. Motherfucker.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I feel like I'm about to die before I even get to the fucking anything in this game.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue. Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now that the road is clear. Trinkets and charms gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Wait, that's a name. There's a team. I don't know that.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
How do you miss it?
Another one falls. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
What? Oh. The fuck's Curio? That stun did a lot of damage. Bruh! What do you mean? How do you keep missing that? Ah, Jesus.
Continue the onslaught.
That was pretty good.
Destroy them all. As the fiend falls, a
faint hope blossoms.
Hey buddy, I know you're trapped and all, but good job. Always fucking miss that shit. Oh my god. Sick. What the fuck?
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Yeah, that guy's not gonna die.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
What on earth? It's 75% hit chance. How have I missed this so many damn times? Still looking fine.
This expedition at least promises success.
Should probably have someone else open the chest.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
I get it. Lots of crests. Apparently I got busts too. Suffers intense need to do specific actions. That doesn't sound good. Skilled gambler. Fast healer. 20 stress versus unholy. feel like everyone I'm facing right now is unholy. Cove phobia. Where do we just go?
My obsession caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
Went to ruins.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms
This guy-
promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
These are all horrible. Will not take part in prayer activity in town after certain trespass. Okay, well, go to a bar.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
I don't think anyone else needs it. I'm gonna pick up just.
Ye will be laughing still at the end.
I'm gonna try to get one of every character. I think there's enough for me to fill up. I don't know how many characters are. 12 maybe? I guess I'll pick this guy up.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
Plus 10% stress. Plus? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What the hell? Alright, so what does this guy do? This guy... What is he, like an assassin? Okay. This guy likes to dance back and forward. Okay. He can block? He can block twice? Interesting. I need someone in the back line, right? Because I don't have, no longer have that guy. That means I can't use. I can only use pistol shot. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's just. No, I only got. This one goes back. So it starts here. This one has to go here. I don't like it. I don't know. I have no one for the back line. No one fits. Oh boy. Just an easy one. Sure, just go with this. thinking I'd get them to a certain level before I start naming people. Not really sure how how fast you level.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
And then at least get a roster up so I can figure out who I want to name who. God, why do I feel like this team's gonna just absolutely fucking die?
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Back to the pit.
Okay, that actually did pretty good damage. Wow. This does 5 to 10.
Another one falls.
This is all fine. 7. Bleeds 2 points for 3 rounds. What the hell's finale? What's that fucking mean? Finale. Finale plus 30. I don't understand what that means. Does it mean if I kill him, I get 30% damage? Got it. What the fuck does that even mean?
Executed with impunity. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Bernie is a Twitch streamer. Why are we talking? Why? What? Why are we even talking about Bernie? Who even? What? I'm really confused. Should probably move this chick back here. Like who the fuck is Bernie and why is he being brought up? Why does she have so little HP? Is this supposed to be a thing? I feel like for someone in the front line she's have a lot more, no? Oh, Bernie. Well, I mean, not really familiar with names, but isn't he the old white guy? You're saying that he's like streaming right now? So yes, he is the old white guy, and no, he's not streaming right now. Okay. Well, damage mod subject. So this one does more damage, right? Pretty sure that's what that means. So this one's gonna die, right? This one can only hit the front, so I should be able to just...
Begone, fiend!
Smack.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Books. Sure, let's have you read books. Is that a good thing? I'm tone deaf. Wait, how the fuck do you become tone deaf from reading books? That doesn't... That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? Has to be a really terrible book to just be like, hey, you know what? This book was so bad. Looking at this book was so bad, it hurt my ears. I don't get it. This buffs the target and buffs himself. Wait, oh, it buffs the whole team. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Well, that just missed because he was bad. And that guy's dying. Nice. I hope I never read a book like that. Although, you know what? I'm pretty tone deaf as it is. So I guess I can't say shit. This guy needs to...
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Well, this hits both. Okay. Only 6 damage. Okay.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
God, I feel like no matter what, I have to play this game with a healer. It's just... yikes. Okay, so if I hit him with it... That guy's dead. Alright. That is just really fucking annoying. I need to get rid of...
Destroyed.
Crit him. That's good. Everyone else should be dead now. So this one can heal.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Highwayman, Uchi. And then... moving on. Alright, let's try... take number 2. You can read another book. And this book is so good, you become steady. See, this makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Cultists, nice. Should probably use the buff first. But oh well.
Unnerved. Unbalanced.
Okay. I just want my people to die, that's fine. Sure. Why not? 2 damage. This guy's at... God, okay. This gives block. Right? So this is... Damage block tokens known as Aegis blocks 100% of the physical damage from next attack that strikes the hero. That should help a little bit. And then I can use this to get the torch up.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
So this guy's dead. So you miss. God, fucking useless ass. Oh. I don't think there's any point of using a buff right now, right? I already missed that chance.
Well struck. Teetering on the brink,
And
facing the abyss.
he's gonna die. Okay. There's nothing I can do about that. Unless he can block again. He's just gonna bleed to death next. That's a bleed for 2 rounds. This guy's dead. It's just, he's dead, you know? It's fine. You know, I'm over it. He's dead. Let's just, yeah. You get that.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Okay. 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 This guy can't do anything. Yay. Let's go here.
And now the true test.
He's
Hold fast,
just
or expire.
He's gonna die. He's gonna bleed for damage, so I guess I can just try to defend.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Heal again. And then we can kill this guy.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal
Still
themselves.
poison. He's just dead. There's nothing I can do about this. Prevent malady. Cleanse items. Prevent enemies. Can also be applied to eliminate combat debuffs. Does this work at all? No, it does not. Combat debuffs is this one, right? So that doesn't. Yeah, that. He's just dead. There's nothing I can do here. I like killing my guys. It's okay. I enjoy killing my guys. Wait, did anything even happen to him? He gets hit by the trap. Nice! Good job, team. Nah. No running away. No running away. I believe. We're gonna do this. You guys, you know what? You can handle 2 rooms, I believe. There's another fucking. Why are they
Mind
so
that
many
such
fucking
missteps are the
traps?
exception,
Holy
and
shit.
not the rule. A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Okay, so I wasted my time going here. Nice. long as I could probably do 1 or 2 more combats, depending how big the combat is. And then if I just avoid any goddamn traps, should be fine. Let's have the highwayman in this. Of course it's traps. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah. 50 gold. Yes, sir. And we're good. Okay. So the other guy would have survived if I just didn't hit the trap. That was unfortunate.
The great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
I mean, if the ruins belong to us, why are there so many? I don't. Interesting. +5 stress when the attack misses. This is pretty good. 'Cause I'm in the cove right now, right? No, I'm in ruins? I don't remember anymore. How do they get 2 different like things for exploring when they're not even like they didn't even explore that? Like that buff doesn't really make any sense, I feel like.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay, so I have grave robber, abomination.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Alright, so healer is very important. Oh, I'm gonna want this. Yeah. Heals. Kinda want this. Oops. Not done with you yet. Let's see. Let's take that off. Take this off. Put these on. Right. What the fuck is this? Occultist. Is he like a debuffer? He is a debuffer. He heals and then he bleeds? That he can actually go very well with that the guy who likes to hurt himself all the damn time. Okay, so let's figure out what my next team's gonna be, right? Take these out. Definitely want her in the back. Combination. I'm gonna have a soldier in the front. This guy right here. And this one right there. And go back to the guild. And I'll go ahead and get this guy some stuff. Well, I kinda actually like what he has, right? So just Wait, this one hits everything. What the hell? Its accuracy is 125. Damage mod is subtract 100. What? Why would I want to do that? What the? Okay. This one moves him back, but then these only hit from the inspiring tune. Subtract 10. Stress. Okay, so I want these two bucks, right? And then this one can be the back off. I guess I can just upgrade this one here. Should be fine. Well, this one backs up 3, right? Maybe I don't want this, but it's a little bit too late. Let's just do that. I'm upgrading these people. I feel like I'm just gonna lose them the next time, but you know what? I'm gonna work with it. This one moves forward to pick to the face. Back to. I don't really want to go back though. So maybe take. This is flashing dagger. Subtract 20 bleed resist. Damage versus marked. So let's just take this. Let's try that. Crimson Court seems to be the new DLC that I know nothing about, so I'll probably avoid that for the time being. Did I get? I did get stuff. Man at arms. I don't have a man at arms. This is subtract 1 speed but plus 15 debuff chance. So that can probably go to the soldier. Because who needs speed? On him, I guess. Let's just do this one for now. Get a feel for the team. I don't really have much money right now anyways. Let's just do 10 and 6. That's good. That's 6. I have a torch thing on my guys.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once
Right.
familiar.
So I probably need to
Now,
change my
foreign.
skills. I don't want this, take that. And then this one was this, and this. This one. This one's already changed. Okay. What is this map? What on earth? Explore 90% of the room. Okay, so let's just go left first. Let's go ahead.
Packs laden with
Start.
loot are often low on
Books.
supplies.
Jester. This is Jester. We don't read book. Let's have Investor read books. And okay. You know what? I'm starting to feel like books are just not good for you. Oh, Spire Nice. So this does 40 damage. All of these do like 40 damage apparently. So then, if it's no, this isn't bleed. So that's 2 to 4. No, that's not gonna kill anything. This might, right? If I get high roll. It's pretty close. Remove the stress on the probably need another damage character here instead of that. 'Cause these are 2 supports and then just have a warrior. Great round. Oh, she can do some damage. Right? So we can use him to stun this one.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I can do AoE on them. So I can probably poison dart should work.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
You can just try to die, that's fine too. Toss a heal at him. A 14 heal? Holy shit. I didn't know it goes that high. Let's just stab him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Action remaining. Yeah, more than one action. Okay, looks like I'm taking that damage right back.
Another one falls.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not healing then. I didn't think it would kill them both.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I don't know about me being overconfident. Wait, what? What do you mean fool you once? What is wrong with you? Jesus. Let's try what this does. It's just... It's a debuff? Oh. I didn't realize that was a debuff. Yikes. I don't really like that move anymore. Yeah. I have a very high chance of killing him, right?
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
You stupid fucking goblet looking motherfucker. These seals are really nice, I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Yeah. Just kill him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy
Just die by
them
himself, or I can
all.
kill him. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, I wouldn't speak so fast about that. So quick. We're only, not even halfway, actually. Okay. This girl read books. Okay. Doesn't do anything. Should probably use the torch. Before I walk in the room. Thankfully, nothing happened. Hello. Alright, how much damage does this actually do? 6 damage. Now he's at 1 HP. Like this. Does that give the warrior enough damage to kill him? And then that allow me to do this
Back to the pit.
for 9. Wow. I critted for 9 on a 1 HP guy. Good job.
Executed with
And this one's 1
impunity.
HP. So close. So close to perfection, yet so far. Okay, my mouse died. Oh, there it is.
Their formation is
why can I
broken.
throw knives in
Maintain
front?
the
I can't
offensive.
throw daggers or darts. That there should be the same distance. I feel like it's kind of weird. I'm gonna take. Okay, I'm not gonna take that because my guy is like, fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want. Okay, let's torch it up. Side. So 90%. If I do these 4, should be fine, right? Right here, so I have to take 2 battles to go that way, though. So I could go the long way. Potions is gonna be Grave Robber. Okay, never mind. Grave Robber doesn't do that. I'm sorry. My fault. Alright, let's see. 15, 10, 10, 15. Just go ahead and poison that, okay? Give yourself a little buff everybody. is. Too bad that guy can't aim. So he's dead. No, next. And he sucks at aiming still. I like it. I like it. Let's go with him. And she's getting dicked on. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to remove stress. That was a mistake. What was that heal for? 5 to 6. If he heals 5 to 6.
Death
Wow.
waits for the slightest lapse
What
in
the hell?
concentration.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh man, I'm marked. Come get me. I can do this. I think she just has something to heal more, right? That's why she's getting so many heals.
Grievous
What the hell?
injury.
You missed twice and then you crit for
Palpable
11? What is
fear.
this? Base stun. It's a pretty good stun. Let me see. This guy did. Probably should just do this one. I don't know. Oh well. Get to pick up some heals along the way. Just toss it because that's quite killing. And then toss a party heal. Then we kill him.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Jester opened the chest. It's trapped. I'm bleeding. Seems very familiar. Seems the bleeding people is always the one that gets the traps on. So
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
I'm running out of torches. Oh, it's another battle. Fun. Okay, first things first. Let's get the guys out of here. Let's go ahead and buff everybody. Get a party here. You're a grave robber. How is someone splashing blood in your face gonna make you more stressed? Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's just kill this one right off. Or you can miss! Or you can miss! Look, now she's gonna get hit with blood and then she's gonna be like, when?
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Just wow. Unfucking believable. You had one job! You had one job!
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Stress for that guy. Here. 1, It's good damage. Apparently. How are you missing? Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Good job, Jester. I like it. I like it.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I sacrificed myself for the good of the What the fuck, girl? What the hell? What you doing?
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I wanna hit this again. Or do I wanna try to kill him? He has 9 HP, 6 to 12. That's like 50%. This is wow.
Begone, fiend!
Now we can just and hit him with the self-heal. And hit him with the finale.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
What? The fuck you mean? About to say hello? Alright, so I just gotta go back to the other room, pop a trap, and then I'll be set to leave. Jester, you're such a fool.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Okay, this is Paul. That was it. Alright, let's go back.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
+1 speed if okay. Guys, hit that. Okay, that's not too bad. Plan to keep it quite alive. That's pretty bad. Subtract 5 dodge. Jesus.
She has paid dearly for her freedom,
Okay. Well,
and
got
deserves
another one of these
better
girls.
than this place.
Or guys. Don't really know. Treatment. Well.
At home in wild places, she is a stalwart survivor
Skilled gambling.
and a strict instructor.
Skilled gambling. Grave robber. Get a drink. And then go over here. We have got 2 bounty hunters and antiquarian. Wait, it's full. Okay. So let's go ahead.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Alright. So then, probably the next time I play, I'm probably gonna start naming some of these characters. I don't quite know who I want to name who yet, but we'll see. And probably